What is going on, everyone? We finally made it to the end. The last conference to sit down and talk about. I'm going to be talking about a conference that has the national champions, the Big Ten. So we're going to get into this. I'm going to give you how I think they'll finish out, give you a little synopsis on each of the teams. But before we do that, make sure you hit that like button. Everyone, subscribe and hit the notification if you haven't already done so, and share on all your social media platforms. I appreciate you all by doing this. I know it's free for you guys, but it helps me out immensely. So again, thank you. And thanks to everyone that's been here through every last one of the conferences. Thank you. You guys are amazing.
Congratulations, well done. Congratulations, well done.
There you go. You made it to the end, so congratulations. But before we get into that, you know what I'm gonna do. Turn it over to the DJ. Let's go.
On the field we grind, every play's a statement. Coach head on the headset, leading like a champion. Games on blast, yeah, we talking all the scores. From the stands to the couch, it's college football wars. Tactical rise, rivals feel the pressure. Every snap, every pass, it's a teacher lecture. We breaking down the plays with rhythm and force. This podcast is the playbook, it's the main source. On the headset, we're calling the shots. Every team on the rise, giving all that we got. On the field we hustle, every snap like it's gold. I like reels rolling, the stories unfold. Tailgates are packed, fans decked in their pride. On the headset, got the whole world on our side. From the kickoff to the final drive, coach heads breaking down how we thrive. Every week, every game, we're turning the tide. On the headset, where the passion won't hide. Let's talk stats, let's break it down. Championship dreams, we're wearing that crown. From the big wins to the heartbreaking loss. On the headset, we're here, no matter the cost.
Well, the Big Ten. The Big Ten is big for a reason. They got 18 teams in that conference, man. They go from the Atlantic coast all the way to the Pacific coast. So they cover the continental United States. And they cover from, like I said, the northeastern area, Midwest, all the way over to the West Coast, and up Northwest down into California. But let's take a look at the teams that are in there. So, you have Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Maryland, Michigan State, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, Northwestern, Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State, Purdue, Rutgers, UCLA, USC, Wisconsin, and Washington. So that is the makeup of the league. Now, last year, the teams finished out in this manner. So let me just clear that board. Okay, so you guys can see it. You had Oregon at 1 during the regular season. Now, Oregon at 1, Penn State at 2, Indiana at 3, Ohio State at 4, Iowa 5, Illinois 6, Michigan 7, Minnesota 8, Rutgers 9, USC 10, Washington 11, Michigan State 12, Wisconsin 13, Nebraska 14, UCLA 15, Northwestern 16, Maryland 17, and Purdue came up at 18. So that's how the league finished out for the season last year. So how do I think they're going to finish out this year? Let's take a look here. So coming in at number 18, Purdue. Last year they ended up 18, so I figure they're going to end up the same way. They have 16 returner lettermen, 8 returning starters. New head coach Barry Odom hit the portal hard and named Ryan Brown the starter. Expect a pragmatic ball control around running back Devin McCoby. The identity flips to discipline and special team edges while the roster gels. So there you have it. Coming in at 18 is Purdue. 17, Maryland, with 27 returning lettermen and 10 returning starters. Mike Loxley's offense reset at quarterback. Malik Washington and Justin Martin battled through camp, but the wide receiver room is loaded with Octavian Smith Jr. and transfer Jalil Farouk and Caleb Webb. If the defense steals possessions, bold talk arrives fast. So there you have it. Let's see what happens. Coming in at number 16, Northwestern, with 36 returning lettermen and 15 returning starters. Transfer quarterback and captain Preston Stone stabilizes the offense, while veteran running back Cam Porter gives Northwestern balance. David Braun's crew has a bounce back blueprint: clean games, field positions, and late game poise at Wrigley. So there you have it, coming in at number 16, Northwestern. 15, the Spartans of Michigan State. Now, they have 34 returning lettermen and 15 returning starters. Aiden Chills gives Jonathan Smith a true dual threat centerpiece, and the portal surrounded him with bigger, faster targets. Expect a mature pro-style build on offense and a tougher run fit on defense. Sneaky spoiler vibes. So there you have it. Next up, coming in at number 14, the Bruins of UCLA. Now they have 27 returning lettermen and 11 returning starters. Massive headline in Westwood. Former 5-star at quarterback Nico Amalavea transfers in to run Deshaun Foster's attack. With a physical defensive core, UCLA has upset DNA and West Division spoiler written all over it. Well, there's really no West Division, but you all get what I'm talking about. Next up, coming in at number 13, the Badgers of Wisconsin. What? They have 38 returning lettermen and 14 returning starters. Luke Fickell hands the keys to Maryland transfer Billy Edwards Jr., whose legs expand fill the playbook. If the remade wide receiver room clicks, the Badgers defense gives them a path back to Indy contention. Coming in at number 12, time to chop. The Scarlet Knights of Rutgers, with 40 returning lettermen and 16 returning starters. Ethan Kaliakmanis returns and made the Unitas watch list. Continuity with Kirk Schirocker's scheme is the secret weapon. If tackles hold up, Rutgers' physical defense plus a functional passing game means another goal and a scare for a brand name visitor. Coming in at number 11, the Gophers of Minnesota. Now they have 48 returning lettermen and 13 returning starters. PJ's flex group leans on a stingy defense and rising star safety Coy Purich, while workhorse running back Darius Taylor sets the stone. If the new quarterback room settles early, the Gophers can ugly up games and steal a couple late. That'll be interesting. Next up, coming in at number 10, you have the Huskies of Washington, with 29 returning lettermen and 12 returning starters. Jed Fish's system fits quarterback Demond Williams Jr. and running back Jonah Coleman is a sledgehammer. With edge pressure returning, Husky Stadium stays one of the league's loudest problem spots. Yeah, it definitely is out there in the Northwest. Coming in at number 9, Cornhuskers of Nebraska. Now they have 38 returning lettermen and 15 returning starters. Dylan Raiola enters number 2 with Dana Holgerson's calling plays. Translation, tempo, spacing, and fireworks. If the line holds up, Nebraska's leaps becomes real and Memorial Stadium gets loud in November. Coming in at number 8, fight on. the Trojans of USC. Now they have 31 returning lettermen and 16 returning starters. Jaden Mavea transfers steadies the Trojans under Lincoln Riley with a deep wide receiver room ready for the Big Ten grind. If the defense tightens up, especially on third down, USC becomes a nightmare in November. Coming in at number 7, the Hawkeyes of Iowa. Now they have 41 returning lettermen, 9 returning starters. New OC Tim Lester puts FCS champ transfer quarterback Mark Gronowski as the headliner. Finally, some answers on offense. Pair that with a classic Hawkeye defense and special teams, and Kinnick remains a trap for contenders. Coming in at number 6, the Hoosiers of Indiana. Now they have 25 returning lettermen and 16 returning starters. Kirk Cignetti imported instant office. Cal transfer quarterback Fernando Mendoza and ex-Maryland running back Roman Hemby headline a rapid rebuild. The Hoosiers have new program juice. Don't be surprised by early chaos wins. Coming in at number 5, the Michigan Wolverines. Now they have 51 returning lettermen, 14 returning starters. Year 2 for Sharon Moore brings a big storyline. Can Wonderkin Bryce Underwood win the quarterback job and ignite an offense featuring playmaker Samaj Morgan? The defense keeps its bully identity under coordinator Wink Martindale. Expect rock fights against the league's elite. Now we're down to the top 4. At 4, Illinois, with 48 returning lettermen and 19 returning starters. Luke Altmaier returned plus a mean Bielema front 7 sets Illinois up as a big-time dark horse. If the wideouts pop, Champaign will host more than one upset party this fall. Coming in at number 3, Oregon Ducks. Now they have 32 returning lettermen, 14 returning starters. All eyes on DeMonte Moore now at quarterback 1 in an offense still dripping with speed. An edge menace, Mateo Uiagalelei headlines a fast front. The Ducks have championship upside if the young quarterback's decision makings travel. Now we're down to the final 2. At 2, the Nittany Lion Penn State. Now they have 31 returning lettermen, 15 starters. Drew Allure is back to finish the job while captains like defensive tackle Zane Durant anchor a top-tier defense. With better red zone execution, the Lions have playoff juice, and those November heavyweight bouts loom large. So at number 1, what can I say? It's the national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Now they have 35 returning lettermen, 9 returning starter. Ohio State's reloads with 5-star Julian Sayin taking the reins and a series skill trio led by sophomore phenom Jeremiah Smith. Jim Knowles' defense is headlined by All-American safety Caleb Downs, making the Buckeyes a title favorite again. Circle the marquee, coast to coast, showdown. This roster travels. So there you have it. My breakdown of the Big Ten and how I think it'll lay out. Ohio State at 1, Penn State 2, Oregon 3, Illinois 4, Michigan 5, Indiana 6, Iowa 7, USC 8, Nebraska 9, Washington 10, Minnesota 11, Rutgers 12, at 13, Wisconsin, UCLA at 14, Michigan State at 15, Northwestern at 16, 17 is Maryland, and 18 is Purdue. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Give me your breakdown. How do you think the conference will finish out? Do you think I'm crazy? I know there has to be a team that you guys say, no, no, coach, they don't deserve to be that high or in that spot or that low. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. And all the conferences, go check them out. Seriously. Let me know what you think if you haven't already done so. All right, well, that's going to do it now. Covered everything, all the conferences, from the Sun Belt to the Big Ten. Thank you, everyone, for rocking with me all the way. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you to all the resources that I've used, whether it's Phil Steele, ESPN, CBS Sport, Yahoo Sport, you name it. I've done my work, gone through a lot, gotten this information, jotted down, tried to give you a little insight. Covering some games coming up soon, very soon. Look out for that right here on the headset with Coach Ed. I'm out of here. Appreciate you guys. Yo, DJ, take us out of here, man.
On the field we grind, every play's a statement. Coach Ed on the headset, leading like a champion. Games on blast, yeah, we talking all the scores. From the stands to the couch, it's college football wars. Tactical rise, rivals feel the pressure. Every snap, every pass, it's a teacher lecture. We breaking down the plays with rhythm and force. This podcast is the playbook, it's the main source. On the headset, we're calling the shots. Every team on the rise, giving all that we got. On the field we hustle, every snap like it's gold. Highlight reels rolling, the stories unfold. Tailgates are packed, fans decked in their pride. On the headset, got the whole world on our side. From the kickoff to the final drop, Coach Ed's breaking down how we thrive. Every week, every game, we're turning the tide. On the headset, where the passion won't hide. Let's talk stats, let's break it down. Championship dreams, we're wearing that crown. From the big wins to the heartbreaking loss. On the headset, we're here, no matter the cost.